If you've been feeling stuck in your health and fitness journey, like no matter what you try, you can't seem to stay consistent or make any real progress, here are 5 mindset shifts that can help you start achieving any fitness goal you may have either now or in the future. I know that feeling of being stuck firsthand. I've been in the gym for over 8 years now, and I spent over half of that time spinning my wheels, feeling like I was doing everything right and still not seeing the results I wanted. The reality is I was making every mistake in the book. Overtraining, undereating, not giving myself enough rest, and comparing myself to everyone else around me and what was healthy for them. It took me years to realize that the missing piece wasn't another workout plan or diet, it was changing my mindset. So today I'm giving you the mindset shifts that I needed to break out of that stuck feeling and start making consistent progress in my health and fitness goals so you don't have to spend years figuring it out like I did. So if you're ready to start finally feeling confident and consistent again, this video will show you how. Let's get into it. So here's shift number 1. You can only get out of your body what you put into it. For some reason, this one took me a really long time to learn. I spent years expecting my body to perform well, even as I restricted what I was eating and didn't allow myself any days off to rest. And then when it wouldn't perform as well as I wanted, I beat myself up about it. It's like I was trying to keep withdrawing money from a bank account that I wasn't putting anything back into, and then getting confused and frustrated why I kept going into debt. I had decided that the solution when I was struggling was to push even harder, rather than maybe back off a little bit. But over time, I realized that your body isn't something you can bully into performing. It's something you have to listen to and support. When you're constantly underfueled, under-rested, and under-recovered, it's simply not gonna perform the way you want it to. And that's not failure, it's feedback. When you notice your progress starting to slow down or stall, try asking yourself, what do I need to give myself, rather than what more can I do? I'll give you a hint, it's probably not an extra workout. Usually the answer is simple. So more sleep, more food, more water, or just a break. The more you support your body, the more it will support you in return. Your results will almost always reflect how well you're taking care of yourself, not just how hard you can push. So here's mindset shift number 2. Health, fitness, and physique are not synonymous. I want you to imagine a triangle. On one corner of the triangle is longevity, another one is performance, and the last one is aesthetics. You'll notice that the peak of one corner is as far away as it can be from the peaks of the other corners. And that means what's optimal to get yourself to the peak of that corner is not what's gonna be optimal to get yourself to the peak of the other 2 corners. I came across this idea listening to a podcast with Jason Phillips, the founder of the Nutrition Coaching Institute. He coined this framework as the triangle of awareness. And while he uses it specifically to talk about setting nutrition goals for his clients, I think it could also apply to fitness and probably most areas of health. Think of it this way. The fitness routine that is gonna help someone become a pro football player is not gonna be the fitness routine that gets him the best physique. It's gonna be the fitness routine that helps him win the Super Bowl, with or without abs. Similarly, a pro bodybuilder during show season who looks amazingly muscular and strong is actually probably not as strong as you think they are. They weren't training for strength after all, they were training for size. And the training intensity required to become the best in both of those areas is going to put your body under a lot of stress. And yep, one of the most beneficial things you can do to add years to your life is to reduce stress. The point of me explaining all of this is that you can't have everything all at once. And trying to do it all is gonna get you caught in a web of conflicting nutrition and fitness information that is just gonna leave you confused and frustrated. Trust me, it definitely did for me. The trick lies in understanding where your current goals fall on that triangle. Once you know that, it becomes much easier to hone in on the things that you need to be doing to get yourself there and block out noise about what you should be doing to get yourself to one of those other points. So with that said, let me also make a caveat for the rest of this video. The rest of the mindset shifts and tips that I'm gonna be talking about are going to best apply to those who fall more in the center of this triangle, or even a little bit more towards the longevity tip. That's not to say that you won't get something out of this video if you are currently working towards an extreme performance or aesthetic goal, but the rules are probably gonna be a little bit different for you than someone who's just aiming to look and feel their best in a way that's sustainable. We are on to mindset shift number 3, and this one is probably gonna sound pretty pretty obvious, but if it is not feeling good, then it is probably not good for you. I think in the health and fitness space especially, we pay way too much attention to what everyone else is doing rather than how our body actually feels. We are all too excited to just hop on and follow a new health trend with little regard to whether or not it's really healthy for us. I'll even use myself as an example. I'm not gonna go too deep into this in this video, but right now I'm going through figuring out some stomach issues that I've really been struggling with, and I'm starting to realize that a lot of the foods that I was eating because I've been told my whole life that they're really healthy right now make me feel pretty crappy. A massive sweet green bowl with loads of vegetables and roasted chickpeas is probably super healthy for that girl I see eating it on Instagram, but if I tried to eat that right now, it would be super delicious, but I would feel terrible. And this goes beyond just diet and nutrition. It also applies to workouts. If a certain kind of training leaves you exhausted or in pain or dreading the gym, it might not be the right fit right now. You don't have to be miserable to be making progress. So take the time to notice how your choices actually make you feel. That's not to say don't try the newest health trend. Experiment with what feels good, but just pay attention to whether or not it actually feels good. If something's consistently making you feel bad, then it's probably not the right thing to be doing for you and your body. The more you tune in to your body's feedback, the more aligned and enjoyable your version of healthy living becomes. We are getting into mindset shift number 4, and this one is a big one, you guys. And this is to ditch all or nothing and embrace all or something. I'll be transparent. One of my biggest downfalls that my therapist likes to expose me for regularly is my black and white thinking. Basically, my mind likes to see things as binary. It's either this way or that way with no gray area in between. In the realm of health and fitness, this thinking led me straight into the all or nothing mindset trap. If I was going to the gym, I had to be there at least an hour or it didn't count. If I was going to eat healthy that day, then I would beat myself up for having part of a cookie. Living this way felt exhausting and defeating. I was either all in or completely failing. Several of my personal training clients have also told me about a time where they were having a great week with diet and exercise, aka doing everything perfectly, and then missed one workout or ended up having dessert, and then everything got derailed. But don't worry, they were planning on getting back on track next week. This is prime all or nothing mindset thinking in action, and it is the consistency killer, which means it can stop you from ever reaching your goals. So if this is you right now, try lowering your expectations a little bit. Try giving yourself permission to just do something instead of telling yourself that you need to do everything. Some days that might mean a shorter workout or an imperfect meal or just going for a walk because you can't make it to the gym. But all of that adds up because something is always better than nothing. Every small action, every imperfect workout, every semi-balanced meal, it all still counts. When you release the pressure to be perfect, you make room for consistency, and that's what gets you results. We have made it to the 5th and final mindset shift that is going to change your relationship with health and fitness, and that is to recognize the seasons within the lifestyle. I'm sure you've heard over and over again that the key to success with health and fitness is to make it a lifestyle. And while I don't necessarily disagree, I think that we need to create a little bit more flexibility with this. There are going to be times in your life where you are really on top of your health and fitness, going to the gym 5 times a week, taking your supplements every day, getting 7 hours of sleep every night. And if this is you right now, you should be freaking proud of yourself because that is hard. But then there are going to be some periods where all of that is just not going to be able to happen. Maybe you need to pick up an extra job for a few months to be in a better spot financially. Maybe you need to start taking care of a family member temporarily who's gotten sick. Or maybe it's just a really tough semester of grad school. You may feel during this time like you fell off. Maybe you've lost some of your strength in the gym, or don't have as much muscle as you used to, or gained a little bit of weight that you weren't really trying to put on. I want you to know that this does not need to be something that you beat yourself up over or shame yourself for. Doing that is just going to make you start feeling worse about yourself, and then trying to force yourself to get back on the wagon out of self-hatred is the perfect way to start getting yourself to hate all of those wonderful habits that you used to enjoy. It's simply a season within your overall healthy lifestyle. Some seasons you're going to be stronger, some you'll have better endurance, some seasons you'll be leaner, and others you'll be softer. And in some seasons, health and fitness might only take up a small corner of your overall life, and that's okay. So if you're in one of those seasons where things look a little different, give yourself some some grace. Focus on what you can do right now, no matter how small, and trust that you'll shift gears again when the time is right. That flexibility is what keeps your healthy lifestyle sustainable for the long haul. If there is one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's that health and fitness aren't about control or punishment or perfection. They're about learning to work with your body, not against it, and realizing that showing up maybe imperfectly, but consistently is going to help get you to where you want to go. If you have made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please let me know down in the comments if there was a mindset shift in particular that really spoke to you or that you want to start putting to practice in your everyday life. I would love to hear about it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.